children. W.C. married late in life, had a child, and he wrote this suite for his kids, for his daughter. And I love to think that he was poking fun at a selection of exercises called Dr. Gratis ad Parnassum. So Parnassum being perfection, or heaven, the top of the mountain. And it was a big set of kind of not so great pieces that were supposed to improve your dexterity, but this one is very playful and full of incredible fantasy. And these pieces are just Debussy revisiting his second childhood, I think.
Good morning.
Good morning.
What a wonderful day we have, and lovely, lovely people all sitting here, even though Tom looks like he's getting ready to rob a bank. Okay. Okay, welcome. Welcome, everybody, all to our Sunday morning gathering at Summit Unitarian Universalist Fellowship. We are so glad you've chosen to come and join us today in the rain or on Zoom. And Summit is a liberal religious community bound together by shared principles drawn from world religions, humanist teachings, nature and science, philosophy, and personal practices. We aspire to be a religion of love and inclusion. The mission of Summit is to commit ourselves to building a more compassionate, just, and sustainable world. If you are new to Unitarian Universalism or to Summit and you'd like to know more about us, We invite you to go to our website, summituu.org. First, I don't know. That's what it says. Okay, centering thought is here. You got it there. Okay, here, I got it. Centering thought. When it comes to our children, we do not have the luxury of despair. If we rise, they will rise with us every time, no matter how many times we have fallen before. I hope you will remember that the next time you fail, I hope I will too. Remembering that is the most important work as parents we can possibly do. Cheryl Strayed. Okay, I've already done the welcome and then didn't light the chalice. No. Oh, wait. What are we doing? That was a centering thought. Okay, never mind. Sit down.
See, I'm really good with going with the flow. I can figure it out. We'll get there.
Okay. I don't know why I have this job. We acknowledge that our fellowship resides on unceded Kumeyaay land. The Kumeyaay have lived on this land for 10,000 years, and it is their home today. We recognize the abusive history of colonization in California and are mindful of our duty to responsibly act from our position of privilege. We All Emerge by Eric Williams. We all emerge from, dwell within, are transformed by, and called back to love. May your mind be humbled before this mystery. May your heart grow hopefully by it. May you be sustained by this love always. Please. Oh, announcements. Announcements. Wonder Woman. Wonderful Woman.
Yes, the auction is over, but the announcements from Wonder Woman are not. They will continue for a little while. We still have some wonderful community builders that you can participate in, and they are over along the wall. So please take a look and see if there is anything that you are interested in joining in. In the salon today, you will be able to pick up your items and pay. So I will be there, and I'll be working on your sheets today during the service while you are practicing justice and all that good stuff. And there will also be some items to continue to bid on for the silent auction that are in the salon as well. So please take a look at those items. There's still some items that are available. But the most important thing is that you pick up your items and pay.
Batman will be there to accept cash or anything else you might have of value. Thank you for a good turnout last night. Batman out.
We have another announcement for Justice Committee, homeless shelter announcement.
Good morning. I'm Dan Bartholomew. This is Al Moore. You all know him. We're working the shelter this year. I've still got a little Summitopolis hangover from last night. What a great event. And what struck me in that was how you all came together to make that happen. And I think this year for the shelter, we're going to ask you for a similar muscle flex. Again, we're going to need volunteers from meal organizers to people to bring food, to drivers, to people to help with laundry, to people to stay overnight and kind of watch the facility in the morning. So that's all coming. New this year is an online electronic sign up for everybody. Hopefully that'll make things go a little bit more smoothly in terms of maximizing the number of people that we can get invested in this. And just a tidbit, last year, all of the people that were housed through the shelter network and the East County rotation and that were here at Summit subsequently found long-term housing after leaving here. So this is something that is meaningful. Certainly it hits right in the swim lane of what we do here in Summit and what we believe in. So thanks everybody. And Al, did you have anything else that you wanted to add?
You did a great job. So
Okay, very good. I did a great job. So we're off to a good start.
I was going to mention, there also will be the option of signing up in person.
Yes, absolutely. We'll be doing hybrid.
Sometime after service on Sundays, the shelter Sunday starting in a couple, Sunday after next. We'll be busy hustling you over at the salon as you're sipping your coffee. So.
Yeah, Shelter Sunday is on February 4th. We'll call it that. I don't know if that's what it's called, but that's what we'll call it. And that service is going to be dedicated, and we've got some great people as part of the task force that are going to be giving you some information about, the unhoused situation here in the county specifically, and some thoughts about that. And it's going to be focused on the shelter. So we'll be doing signups on that day. I think we've got a nacho bar on that day. I'm going to be here for that part at least. Yeah. It's nacho ordinary shelter. Nacho. Yeah. Okay. And it's like, thank you. All right. Thank you, everybody.
It's so good to have some new energy in this community. So thank you so much for volunteering to take that on. Some of us get a little weary who keep doing the same stuff over and over again. So we'd appreciate any new energy, young volunteers to step up when you feel called to do so. Thank you. Please stand as you're willing and able for the UU hymn.
That feels a little high, doesn't it? I like when new things show up in my office, but they don't always work. Good morning, everyone. My name is Casey Marie Pandell. I am the minister here at Summit, and it is my joy and delight to welcome you into our worship space today. Whether it is your first visit or your 5,000th visit, you are whole, you are holy, you are loved, and you are so welcome here. Our reading this morning is words by Reverend Gretchen Haley entitled, "Know Only That You Are Loved." For this one moment, know that you are loved, that you are safe and whole and loved. Know that you belong here among us, here upon this earth, in your body, however tired or broken your heart may be, whatever fear, disappointment, or anger you carry. For this hour, know that you are not alone. Feel the presence of others surrounding you, breathing beside you and with you, discovering together the way our voices rise and fall together. In harmony, in hope, claim here a resilient freedom, the choice for love, for light, to live with joy and gratitude and praise as a form of resistance. Already we are organizing. Come, let us worship together. Please rise in mind, body, or spirit and join us in singing hymn 131 from your gray hymnal entitled Love Will Guide Us. As a reminder, we have reinstated our joys and concerns portion of our service. You can send joys and concerns to me via email or text message throughout the week. You can also come up on a Sunday morning. There are forms here with the candles. Write down your joy or concern. I will pick it up and read it during the service. We know that not all joys and concerns that are in this room are shared with us every day. You will see that we have more candles than joys and concerns today. Actually, for once, they line up together. But we may still yet have some joys and concerns that we hold in our hearts that are unspoken. You may notice that our beloved Mary Carter Vale is not with us today. She's had a family emergency and could not attend. She sends her love to everyone and is sorry to miss baby Nico's dedication today. Susan shares a joy and a sorrow. Susan will be moving back to Oceanside and has some mixed feelings about it. Susan, we hold you in those mixed feelings. And my own joy, some friends of mine who have been waiting to have a baby for a very, very long time, their surrogate went into labor at 3:30 this morning. Yay. So baby Voorhees did not want his candle lit this morning, which tracks for that family. Again, we know that not all of our joys and concerns are spoken aloud. For those that are too tender to speak aloud, we in this community hold you in our hearts. This morning, we will be celebrating the newest family in our community with a child dedication ceremony. This is a joyous occasion to recognize and welcome our children into this world and this circle of love. Every day that a child is born is a miracle, an opportunity to recognize the power of love, a day to give thanks for the beauty of this earth, a day to receive and recognize that no one is brought up alone, and that every person born is a savior to the world. I would like to invite the Lucas family up to the chancel. You all match. My heart can't take it. We want everyone to be able to see you and for your family to be able to get good pictures of you. Welcome to this circle of love as we work to dedicate ourselves and each other to the care and tending of the children in our community. We recognize all who have gathered here now and those who are away from us in distance and in time. We honor the ancestors who have left this world, but not our hearts, and we welcome them here in our minds. Who do you bring to this gathered community?
We bring our family, our immediate family. Them. Yep.
And who is this little family up here?
Nikolai Lucas.
Lucas, perfect. And are you ready to dedicate this child to the world?
Yes.
Will you promise to care for them and love them with all your heart and soul, Brittany and Quentin?
Yes.
Will you raise them to love justice and live with compassion? Will you extend to them the gifts of kindness and courage, and will you encourage them to live into their dreams?
Yes.
And the family is welcome to join if they would like. You don't have to, it's up to you. I'm going to encourage the family to put hands on each other's shoulders so that we're all somehow connected to little Nico. Family, do you promise to care for them and love them with all your heart and soul? Will you raise them to love justice and live with compassion? Yes. Will you extend to them the gifts of kindness and courage, and will you encourage them to live into their dreams? Yes. And I'd like to invite our children and youth to come up with us. If you don't want to, you don't have to. You can just say yes from over there. That's good enough for me. Do you promise that you will help love baby Nico? And to play with him, and will you grow up with him and be a friend and teach and discover all the wonders of life together? Probably.
I like the honesty.
Probably.
It's nice honesty.
I'll take it.
It's a nice honesty. Yeah, not to make forward. Pencil it in.
And Summit, will you promise to care for this child? Will you help raise them in love and justice and live with compassion? Will you extend them kindness and courage? And will you encourage them to live their dreams? Yes. Then let us bless Nico with the wonders of the earth. This is water. May you always find your thirst quenched. May you know the joy of hard work. May your tears be cared for. May you dance in the rain and jump in every single puddle. You are water. This is air. May your lungs be filled with sweet, fresh air. May you know the joy of a good laugh. May you find your voice through song and whispers and the occasional shriek. May you have a life full of scents, breezes, and sighs. You are air. This is fire, and may it remind you of the divine spark in all creation that is in you. May it inspire your commitment to love and justice. May you be kept warm by the community around you. May your days be bright. You are fire. This flower is made from the earth. May you know beauty. May you know that the earth provides all that you need. May everywhere you go be blessed by your presence. May all of your work be a blessing to the world. May you bring joy to the world. You are the earth. And this is for you guys. Friends, beloveds, wonderful community, and Lucas family, it is with great joy that I present another gift to this world, a blessing to us all, and a joy to all who may meet this wonderful child. And our children, thank you for helping commit with baby Nico today. You may be excused to your classes. And we'll sing our children's recessional. This little light of mine. I think I sang all of these songs as a kid, now that I think of it. Please join me in a time of silent prayer, meditation, or reflection as I read words from Robert F. Kaufman, entitled A Prayer for Our Children. We wish for you a storm or two that you may enjoy the calm. We wish for tranquility in times of trial. We wish a cool breeze on a warm day and pale white clouds that may better appreciate the blueness of the sky. We wish darkness so that they may see the stars. We wish anticipation of high adventure, and we wish the courage to avoid battle. We wish a sense of wonder and poetry and music. We wish companionship so that they may appreciate solitude. We wish a friend who will understand, and understanding so that they may have a friend. We wish that he will become, or she will become, or they will become all that they wish to be, and more than we hope that we can be. We wish for a flower to smell, a hand to touch, a voice to cheer, and a heart to gladden. And we wish them someone to love as we love them. Amen. Since graduating seminary school in May, I have done so much reading, my friends. Mostly to make up for not having the brain power for fun reading for the last 3 years. 9 times out of 10, the book that you saw me reading yesterday is not the one that I'm reading today. Whether it's because I finished it or just hopped to another one is a different story. But I do make reading a part of my regular spiritual practice, as well as a part of my daily just for me stuff. And no, before you ask, those books are usually not for the same purpose. But I've always been a voracious reader. I once read The Portrait of Dorian Gray in one sitting because I thought it would get me out of track practice. I don't know why I thought that would work. I absolutely get this love of reading from my mother, for whom our running joke anytime we have to wait an extended period of time and someone goes, "Do you want to come in? Do you need anything?" We'll wave our Kindle non-committally and hide behind it. Father Dearest, however, has never picked up a book in my entire life, and that's okay. But the funny thing about my love of reading is that I don't actually remember being read to as a child. Obviously I was, because children don't simply learn words by osmosis, but darn it, wouldn't that be cool? But I have no recollection of actually being in a space with my mother being read out of a children's book. In fact, I can't even picture her reading a children's book. It doesn't feel right. But I know without a doubt that she did read to me, because when I go to a doctor's appointment or show up early for a meeting with spare time, I bring a little of her with me when I enter the world of whatever book I'm reading. Her spending that time with me as a child, working multiple odd job hours just so she could be as stay at home as possible, has left an indelible mark on me. It was one I didn't fully appreciate until about 7 years ago. I taught extremely part-time as a drama teacher in a Spanish immersion school up in Santa Ana in Orange County. And for the record, I don't speak much Spanish, so it was tough. I had a student who was very anxious and did not like speaking in front of people. When I tell you this man knocked his speech out of the park, I could have cried. When this young man's mom picked him up that day, I enthusiastically shared with her that not only had he written his own speech, but that he nailed sharing it with the class. "Okay," she muttered blankly, much to my confusion. "I mean, I don't grade in this class," I told her, "but if I did, he would have an A+. He did amazing." "Whatever," was her response. And I remember looking at him and shrugging a little, and I gave a small smile back, and I told him that he should be very proud of himself, and that I was certainly proud of him. Sometimes I find myself hoping that when times get tough, maybe he hears my voice in his head. It's okay if he doesn't remember me, but I hope he remembers that it mattered, that an adult saw him and lifted him up during a difficult time. And that's really what kids are supposed to be all about, right? Being lifted and loved and cared for. We know that this isn't always the case. Our world is scary and imperfect, and we humans can be scary and imperfect. I have no idea why that young man's mother was ambivalent to his accomplishments and his education, though my predecessor had explained that many of the kids showed up just because they had to, and a fair portion of them were the children of itinerant farmers, and sometimes were only around for part of the year. Unknowns abound. And that's when I understood how truly lucky I was to have a mom and a dad who made sure the homework got done, the practices were attended, the classes carefully chosen. There was a whole lot of privilege, even coming from a lower income working class family. There was privilege in just having a mom who cared, having extended family that helped out whenever they could, parents that kissed me goodnight and said, "I love you." Family that continues to do this for my cousin's children as well. Author Deborah Harkness, in her All Souls series, says so simply and so succinctly, all that children need is love, a grown-up to take responsibility for them, and a soft place to land. And that's what we ask of each other when we do these child dedications. Trying to explain to people of other faith communities that Unitarian Universalists don't baptize is a little bit of a tall order, because this is the closest thing that we do, but this isn't about salvation or souls. Well, it is about souls, but it's not about fire and brimstone. When we do these dedications, it isn't about saving a child's immortal soul for sin. In fact, the dedication asks nothing of the child. It asks of us, the guardians, the family, the community together. This is one of the first covenants we make with the children in our faith community, one of the first times we model what we hope to teach them. Our dedications are full of promise, full of hope and love and care. We adults in a child dedication are making a commitment to the child to love them through everything, to cherish and respect them, to help them grow their own authenticities, to teach them compassion and empathy, to support their own individual journeys in this world. We promise to be that safe, soft place to land, even after they've left the nest. And yet we know through covenant that sometimes we will fall short of these promises. And it is part of our commitment to our children to love them even and especially when it is hard. Even when we're furious and frightened and so deeply human. Even on difficult days when we may be estranged, we have committed to loving them, even if from a distance. And we make that commitment as families, as whole faith communities. That's what we do when we dedicate our children in this community. When we do these dedications, I take them, I hope, as seriously as the parents do. I care about our children, and I know all of you in this room do too. We want to see them flourish and be the incredible embodiments of divinity that they are inherently born to be. Frankly, I think this thing that we did today is one of the holiest covenants that we make. All of the promises that we can muster for children with no commitment in return. It's one of those times I think life is rather like a garden. We plant the seeds, we till the soil, we tend the buds and the branches and the sprouts, and we may not see the fruits of our labor for decades. But it is the tending that we do out of love, because it is what we are called to do. Because doing so makes this world a more beautiful place. And we hope when our children have grown into their own that they are willing to make the same commitment to the next generation. Because this love matters. In a world where there is so much that can hurt the soul, this is the work of our lives. As Unitarian Universalists, love is the center of our faith. It is in everything we seek to do, and loving our children into being is one of the most important gifts that we have to give to them and that we could possibly give to this world. So may it be, and amen.
Your Sunday morning offering is a gift that provides Summit UU Fellowship the financial resources to help build a better world together. The smallest gift is welcome. For those of you on Zoom, the link can be found in the chat box. Please select the Sunday plate option to allocate your donation to the appropriate account. Karen. Our closing hymn, number 346, Come Sing a Song with Me, kind of a different mood than what we just heard, but if you rise, if you feel like it, and number 346 in the gray hymnal.
As I said, our child dedications are not about souls and salvation the way that some other faiths say. It is about creating and growing and tending the souls of our community, of our children, of ourselves, and the world we hope to find. So as you leave here today, remember those small inner children that are still deep within us. Remember Nico, remember all our children, remember the children of the world we may never know. And know that when we love them and love the world, we are truly doing the work we are called to do. Amen, shalom, salam, namaste, ashe, and blessed be. Go now in peace. May the light within you be a blessing to the world.
We extinguish this flame, but not the light of truth, the warmth of community, or the fire of commitment. These we carry in our hearts until we are together again. Thank you all for being here today. We've closed our service with by extinguishing the chalice, and we'll now sing our closing circle song, followed by a 5-minute break. You're invited to be seated for a time of community discussion and go across the parking lot for refreshments.
Struggle trying to figure out what I could wear that wouldn't get like soaked coming in here. Like when I went clear to the skirt broke over my arm. Like I had to change the shoes when I got here because the shoes were wet.
Use them. I was going to ask him how he felt about them. So this
This is where you find them?
yeah. So this is the welcome page. It's got different 2 welcomes, and then it has the introduction to us, and then and then it goes a land acknowledgement, and there's 3 different land
Okay,
acknowledgements,
I'm going to take a picture of it.
and then so it goes like, let's see, that's the
Should we-
offering page.
Should we put 1, 2, 3 on there?
Yeah, that would work.
Let me know. Once they administer, then I gotta let you go. Because that's
I got a pen. This is just what I came up with, but, we can modify as it seems to work out for everybody.
I guess you could put like the little thank yous and specific things on your post-it notes.
What do you mean? Thank yous,
You
like
know,
what?
like thank yous for whoever's singing or whoever things that were special. The little things to remember individual to that time.
Yeah,
They could be on the post-it note.
No,
and
I
you
just
take them off
yeah.
and it wouldn't foul up.
I just, yeah, you can do that, no problem. It's too early in the morning. Wait, that's wrong. 937. Oh, that was right. 937. 744. I'll send you this. Okay. So are you in the military or your partner is?
No, I'm single.
Oh, you're single.
No, I just had worked there for a number of years because we were super close to base.
Okay.
And my old boss is a good person, and I like that too. I had been in a relationship down here, which I ended after the interviewing.
Oh.
And I've been living temporarily with a roommate, and the story was all was relapsed, so I got rid of it. It's just been
Yeah, it's been kind of chaotic. Breaking up and then that.
And then I had a health issue. I ended up in the hospital for 7 weeks.
Oh, that's right. Remember. Yeah. Well, you've got some community up there, haven't you?
Yeah, oh yeah. I'm gonna be fine. It's just there's a lot of emotion. I'm a therapist and I feel everybody else's emotion. And so I have the chance to feel it.
Yeah. When I first started coming back to church, I would sit in the back row and just weep the whole time.
You told me.
Oh, did I?
Yeah.
Okay.
You just seem like somebody I like to stay with.
Yeah, I like that too.
I'm gonna go.
Here.
You too. I'll be in touch.
All right. Drive safely. Oh, there's my glasses. Yeah. No, I didn't do anything that looked like sewing or crocheting.
It's so cute. So this part, I love it. And you can like tie it in front of
Yeah, I can. Yeah, we're back here.
Yeah.
For a little bit more. That's big.
Yeah.
to dang the bell.
Yeah, it's been 5 minutes. Who's in charge here?
What? I don't know where'd you go. You can put some tape on your chair there so we can get a whatever. Sorry.
It's okay. We said 5 minutes, and it's been more than 5 minutes. My goodness, I think this is the quietest you guys have ever been for the community gathering.
I'll say something. I thought that was the most beautiful dedication I've ever heard, and I'd like to start over.
I can't take credit for the blessing, the actual child dedication.